everybody, you're going to get a couple of videos from me here. So hopefully this will work really well and you like what I am about to give to you, I guess. Today, I want to go over my planner setup goals kind of thing for 2026. And yes, it seems like I am turning into one of those people who has to have multiple ways of keeping track of things or multiple journals, so to speak. And while at first I thought that was a little much, I'm slowly beginning to understand the need to do such things because when you work from home and when you have seasonal depression and when you have ADHD type symptoms, I've never been diagnosed, so I don't know, but whenever you lose focus quickly or you lose track of time constantly or you have decision paralysis or and things of that nature of that type of self, then sometimes you do need multiple ways and access to things that allow you to know what you're doing, how long it takes you, how well you are gaining those steps towards your goals and whatnot. For me, I think this will work because I am constantly thinking that I am not doing enough, that I am lazy, or something to that nature. And I hope that doing this starting this month and moving on into 2026, building these habits and building upon them to create better habits will help me build my self esteem, reduce imposter syndrome, and just guide me into being happier, I guess. Let's get into this whole thing, shall we? So, first things first, I'm going to show you kind of what I've been doing previously with these. This is what I've been using for 2025, sort of. So, I have a planner, I have a bullet journal, and I have my HB90 notebook. So we're going to go into this first. I started doing stickers, and I'm not quite doing away with this because I am going to still track some of my time in here. I'll show you. But this is pretty much what I have previously been doing. You have the tasks, the goals broke down and everything. I have my week broke down. I never followed this. The most that I followed is live streams. That's pretty much it. And feeding Kona. That's it. The things that I have scheduled out that others depend on me for. That's all I really followed with this. So this breakdown did not work. It's a good idea. It lets me know basically how many task blocks I have per day to do other things, to do my writing. So it helps in that way, but I never followed this strict schedule. So, as far as time blocking goes, this is the page that I'm probably going to keep because it lets me know the available task blocks that I have per week, task blocks that I use for goal 1, which is always publishing, task blocks I use for goal 2, which is always my social media presence and YouTube and stuff like that, and task blocks for goal number 3, which is my self-care, supposed to be my self-care, and then task blocks for recurring tasks. I'm going to keep doing this probably on the pages like this. These is the pages that I'm going to print out for HB90, along with working through the task blocks for goals, the lists, see how many task blocks I actually have per day, but not make a schedule, and things of that nature. And I'm going to use this page right here as well because it breaks down the task blocks per week. So I'm going to work through this every single quarter as per normal, see how many task blocks I have, write it out here. That way I can use it on these pages. And yeah, as you can see, I kind of stopped tracking things. Seasonal depression is real, y'all, and it sucks. It really does suck. But here we are. I'm going to flip over to this. This is my Clever Fox planner that I use for 2025. Most of this is mostly just listing things that happened during the day and scheduling out what I need to do. So for this week in particular, Monday I was in Murphy and I also came back and mowed the grass. Sorta. I should have mowed the grass on this day, but I didn't because I was in Murphy. I needed to do a Substack article or schedule one for this day, Tuesday. I also had the mastermind meeting here, and then I needed a video to go out on Wednesday. I rested on Thursday. We went to Cooter for the anniversary. And yeah, things that happened. Had little trackers over here for water reading, met steps, ate out kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically what I do with this planner is I just list everything that happens. And so this is for the month of November. This is the monthly spread kind of thing. This is what I wrote out at the beginning of the year. I was going to publish Intrepid in this month, or Daughter of Blood Gold, or Santa Vampy. None of that happened, of course. So I'm going to try to stop planning so far in ahead, so granularly, so that I don't look at this and feel kind of disappointed, especially during this season of the year, because it is wintertime. I do have seasonal depression, and just seeing that kind of validated the reason why I am not doing well in life. And that's what I use that for. This is my bullet journal. I am going to carry this over into 2026 as well, but this is basically what I used it for in 2025. That's not a good month to go off of because that's April. But I listed out my goals. I listed out some admin tasks to try to set up a routine kind of thing. And then I had weekly spreads where I kept track of total words for the year, total words for the fortnight for my mastermind group meetings, total chapters edited, what I read, what I watched, sales for the week, word count for the week, so on and so forth. I had a weekly reflection. And then over here, I wrote down things that built to these trackers specifically right here, aka word count, movies, stuff like that, and whatever else I felt like. This was more of an emotional, mental kind of tracker and a business kind of tracker. I know that's weird to put in the same book, but it is what it is. It's working, sort of. I mean, I think it is. I kind of like doing spreads like this. So I am going to try to keep putting this over into 2026. And I will show you the 2026 spreads whenever we get there. I am going to go over what I am going to do in 2026. And in order to do that, we are going to start with this monstrosity right here. This is a completely catch-all notebook. I have these every year. And you can see the mess that it has some stories, scenes are written in it. It has things that I have pulled together, like information on the stories, character notes, stuff like that, more stories, and then just notes on things like Captain Emperor's World, more notes for that. I have little tabs for things. This is what I did at the Terror Pool, the video way back then, for sort of thing, but one. And then I have more notes for like publishing Bride notes, Captain Emperor's notes again, notes about my stream yard, 2 other streaming services, the video on that. So yeah, it's basically just a 2025 catch-all planning. I was watching notes, more notes. So you get the idea. And I write like a huge to-do list. This is my start of trying to get my life back together for like 2025 and 2026. I just brain dumped everything that I want to do. So you have this list. This was a YouTube challenge notes, more lists, more things I can do, video blog ideas, more writing, character interview questions. Like I said, it is an absolute total catch-all. This is another kind of breakdown of what I want to do in 2026. So I got a list of books that I want to write here. Most of them are for Sam Booker name, the other parts that Louis Hines is due right here. These are edited format possibly published in 2026, so on and so forth. It's for idea, goals of how much I want to make a month, 5 years. This is where I'm looking at with 25, 30 books published. So yeah, like I said, it is an absolute catch-all. Here I take so many notes on bullet journaling ideas to help me try to keep track of things in 2026. All notes. All videos. Now, needless to say, I did a deep dive. Another thing that I do with this topic is whenever I'm doing a bullet journal spread, then I'll put in my stuff. I don't know here that way. It's such a mess. Whenever I put it over, hopefully. But yeah, and I also have a 25 writing schedule, more notes on stories and stuff like that. So this journal, notebook, whatever you want to call it, is also going to be carried over into 2026 because I have a ton of empty pages. So this is 2024, 2025, and 2026 catch-all notebook that has helped me try to plan for 2026 and beyond. Something that I have started now is the interstitial journal entry. So this is like a daily log. You write down as best as you can what you did that day, what time you did it. And this, I hope, will help me track my time better. How long am I doing certain things and all that good stuff. I already went ahead and started it. I have a whole notebook to fill out on the daily, and we'll see how this helps. Because, like I said, I lose track of time a lot. I lose track of how long it takes me to do certain things a lot. So I'm hoping this will help me. And hopefully it'll help me see that I am not lazy either. Another thing that I'm going to use is this pretty little planner. It's kind of like a witchy gothic kind of planner that I bought off of somewhere online. I will try to find it and leave the link down below. But I thought it was just neat because it kind of has like these tarot card dividers for each month. And I have like a to-do list. Things that I watched can go here, listen to can go here, read can go here. You know, I can print out the book title if I want to, or book cover if I want to, and put it here. And then you have your monthly spread. And then you have these weeks that you can use. Very vertical HB90-ish, and I hope that it will help me out. But I just really liked the dividers on this and like the recap space and things to do for the month kind of thing, and just the spreads. So hopefully it'll help me. There's March. I'm just gonna flip through and show you like the dividers because, like I said, I think that they were really, really neat. And as you can see, I haven't tried to plan too far forward just so I won't set myself up for disappointment kind of thing. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your emotional and mental health. I love October. Look at that Reaper. But yeah, I just kind of fell in love with the dividers in this journal. So this is going to be the holder of my must-do schedule. So everything that I have scheduled out is going to go in here so I can keep track of it. And as I said, I'm going to carry this bullet journal on over to 2026. And we are going to jump over here to the 2026 spread. So I have my goals. I want to publish 4 to 7 books, lose 40 pounds-ish, grow my following or subscribers by 10% throughout the year. I want to make memories, do 1 to 6 face-to-face bookish events, maintain the home. I'm trying to make sure that I put this in the schedule, maintaining the home, because it does take a lot of time to maintain your home. And I think this is where a lot of my time drain goes that makes me feel negative about myself. But I really do things. And I broke down by the quarter here, writing 30K or 50K or 80K during the month. 20K is going to be the very base level. Edit 1 book per month, or 1.5 or 2 or 3. Meal prep 2 times a month at least. That meal prepping will last like a week. Eat out less, learn new recipes, be more consistent in posting and videos and shorts, and setting myself up for success, or trying to. I have my words for 2026 here. I want to be more zealous in life, create a revolution in my heart, so to speak, be zealous for my time and for my future, kind of thing. I also want 2026 to be memorable. I want to create memories and have processes to create these memories and to capture them. And I want 2026 to be healing. I have pretty deep scars from 2025, and I want to use 2026 to heal from those that I haven't healed from in 2025 yet, or this year yet. And I also have my quarters mapped out. I'm doing kind of a cyclical quarter instead of starting on like the very first of 2026. I'm starting on the 29th. That way I have weeks that start with Mondays and end with Sundays all the way through the year. So 2026 is going to actually end on December 27th. Yeah. And then over here, I'm going to have everything broken down with the quarter again. Again, I'm not planning too far ahead. I haven't even written down quarter 1 yet because I want to see what I get done in 2025 before I even touch this. And then I have January goals, January recap, the first days of 2026. Again, trying to, do the memory thing. And then the first week spreads will start here and go and go and go and go into these empty pages. As you can see, I also kind of have like notes and trackers back here too. This was my 2025 following tracker on all of the social medias. Did pretty good this year, y'all. And I appreciate you. I thank you very, very much. I will have the link to HK Darkwood's shop because this is one of her notebooks that she made. And I am going to use this for my yearly tracking, my yearly catch-all kind of thing. What am I talking about? Well, I'll show you. I thought that decorating with like washi tape and scraps of paper and stickers and everything was kind of ridiculous, but I really, really enjoyed it. It made me feel a little bit more fulfilled, so I'm going to keep doing it. So this page is the index page. I have 2 little pages ripped out and glued, taped right here. I have a quote: do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. It's from Maya Angelou. And of course, I have more stuff who this belongs to. I'm going to fade that out, but you can see more stickers, more decor. Again, another spread of 2026 year at a glance kind of thing. 101 things to do in life. I know I'm not going to get to all 101 things in 2026, but I want to try to get to as many as possible. So do another manicure and pedicure because it's been since like 2017 when I got married that I did my last manicure and pedicure, and that's just crazy to me. I want to try some African cuisine, Egyptian cuisine. I want to try pho because I have yet to do that. Visit Alaska, so on and so forth. And I will continue to fill this out. It continues on to this page as well to do the 101. This is going to be the first tracker in the book, and it is writing and editing. I have the months up here. I have the days down here. And in each of these little boxes is going to be a color. So for the day of January 1st, if I wrote under 500 words, I'm going to fill that in with that color. So it's basically like a year in pixels for writing and editing. And over here, whenever December 31st comes around, I'm going to have the best month for writing and the best month for editing over here, kind of like the averages. But I also have a list of 26 books to read in 2026. I tried to do a mixture of audio and ebook and add in a lot of, well, not necessarily a lot of, but add in some nonfiction ones. And I do have manga up here as well. So I have some indie books in here. These are all books that I have already bought. So it's also kind of a clean off my TBR pile, so to speak. And I have a place to put ratings over here. Next is going to be another blank page just in case I read more than 26 books in 2026. And then I have a productivity and nap slash slept in tracker. I'm kind of another year in pixels. Next is my live stream and shorts views. I know this is kind of weird, but I want to have on paper have a visual representation of my stats of my live streams and shorts, and I'll probably add in some post tracking to just have some analytics going on that aren't relying on the YouTube algorithm and what they measure by. It's what I measure by. Mood and weather. And then I also have like an average thing over here that kind of got cut off whenever I pasted it in here, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I also have a period tracker and an 8-out tracker because I definitely want to do this less in 2026. I don't want to eat out as much. I know sushi and healthy are a little bit better. So if those are most of the colors filled in here or the something new, I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace. But if it's fried or fast food or pizza, then, I need to do better. All right. And then I have my 2026 goals. So quarter breakdown on the bottom or next of the page. Publish 4, 5, 6, or 7 books. I know this is a repeat of what I had in the bullet journal, but the more I write it down, the more it's going to manifest. Right? Right. Lose 40 pounds, meal plan 2 times per month, grow following on all platforms by 10%, and not necessarily all platforms, but the platforms that I am going to focus on, which is YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Pinterest, maybe not Pinterest, but and maybe my Facebook page. All the rest is just going to be bonus if I grow on those. Oh, Ko-fi and Substack too. Make memories, take pictures, love my life, do live face-to-face book things 1 to 6, upkeep house better, 1 thing every 2 days at least, or 1 thing a day. And down here, I have things to do for the publishing portion of my goals. So for instance, finish up and format my Stephen Day. I must do that in December. Maybe, I don't know. I'm your hero. I just want to keep saying it. It's kind of all this format and create templates and a list to make formats easier. And yeah, because that needs to be done. I can one. And the list of what I can write in 2026 for the books I want to work on. In 2026, I narrow that down because I do have 60 projects, 60 plus projects. So to narrow it down, I might go with decision paralysis. Health multiple 3 or 4 times a week, so on and so forth. YouTube, the videos I want to do, launches, live streams, 1 to 2 videos per week, so on and so forth. You want to sit kind of thing. Memories, do date nights, do game days, 1 to 2 big trips kind of thing, ones I actually plan out for. And the when I run the list, I don't do a couple of those at least. And then apply to festivals and conventions, things of that nature for the whole do live face-to-face things, so that in January 4th to be this month, so that I can not during the spring. I'm still not traveling during traveling there was a shutdown or something like that. You're just there. I won't do that for year of doing events. So yeah, and then again, do one thing for house. And then here is the quarterly breakdown. I have quarter 1 up here and kind of did a kind of weird stagger thing. But format gay, edit stated, do 60,000 words in this quarter. And then I have each color down here. Same with quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. This is the only plan so far forward that I am going to do. We will adjust each quarter as we come up on them, of course, but yeah, this is the closest that I'm going to be projecting myself into 2026 just so that I won't disappoint myself. I have a then and again page, which is kind of like past and present. So my goals now, January 1st, compared to my goals for December 31st, income, food obsession, movie that I enjoyed, music obsession, TV show that I enjoyed, so on and so forth, just to kind of do a comparison of where I'm at in the first of the year compared to where I'm at in the last of the year. Thought it might be a good thing the at glance. And I want to do a roadmap. I want to do little doodles of things that we do. And it's going to be like a little roadmap kind of thing. Things that, we need to do on a monthly or quarterly or something basis, like change the air filter and stuff like that. I want to write down the date each month so that we can kind of keep track of that and don't pay attention to my lines. None of them are straight because I don't do straight lines, apparently. Monthly memories of 2026. I just kind of want to list them out here, kind of feelings-ish. And on December 20 of 2026, I'm going to do the most memorable list and why. And then I have a spread for monthly challenges. The only one that I have written down right now is the August 80K challenge, and each month will be a new challenge. It will be based upon one of my goals. A list of things to do in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, get out of the house, tasks, stuff like that. Trying to reduce decision paralysis. We'll see if this works. And we'll see if it actually takes me 10 minutes to unload and load the dishwasher, or if it actually takes me 5. I kind of just guesstimated on these, but some of them are fun too, like the work on the puzzle kind of thing for 10 minutes just to take a break, kickstart some kind of creative thinking or something like that. And then I have like a character growth sheet. So the mission is to give myself 1 point for each section of life. And each section of life is vitality, physical health, spirit, mental health, and emotional too. Insight, personal development. Stewardship is home environs. Prosperity is finances. Charisma is connections. And gaiety is fun and leisure. So there's going to be measures and milestones. And I have a thing down here. Better yourself by 1% each day is better than 0% each day. Main objectives for each season, aka each quarter, and milestones. And this is how it's going to be measured. So drinking 1.5 quart or 48 ounces of water is going to be a point. And I'm just going to fill this all out in order to master the thing, pretty much. So more like 26 things in 2026. Small adventures, build a skill, learn something, have an 8-hour work day, no more, no less. Again, trying to take care of self. And then I have income per month spread. Each month is listed out, and I will just put in the income that I made from books and all that good stuff. I also have release dates down here so I can see if the release dates is what spiked that monthly income. Also the sales dates, if they're like 50% off or something like that, and I can write that down. Collaboration dates. If I do something with newsletters or even here on YouTube kind of thing, I want to write that down and see if that spiked during the month. Also marathons and conferences and things, especially the ones online like AWC or the AuthorTube and BookTube under 1K marathon that's happening in February. Link down below to sign up. Do it. I also have my subscriber counts for YouTube. If I ever get over 500 and I can start doing memberships, I'll start doing that as well. Substack, also paid memberships, Ko-Fi memberships as well. Instagram, Blue Sky and Threads, Twitch, and Facebook page. This is something completely brand new to me. I have a victory protocol. So when I get 500 YouTube subscribers, I am going to celebrate instead of just not to do anything. I'm going to celebrate by going to Kudru, which is our favorite sushi place. Same with 750 and 1,000. 5 YouTube memberships is going to have a gaming day. A lot of these are the same just because I need to learn to celebrate my wins. And then I also have a fail protocol. So I won't beat myself up too much. If I lose 10 plus subscribers anywhere, Gonzo is going to watch whatever he wants to, and he is the master of bad movies. So we each picked a date. We took turns for things to do in 2026. We have a couple of bonuses down here, and we'll see if we can get around to them. We also have game nights and gathering nights, when, who, where, games, or things that we did, so that I can do more of those. And then I have a spread for the books. So this is what I published in 2024 is I'm No Hero and Capture the Empress, the dates. Published in 2025, The Belle Earth Witch, My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, and My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant, and the dates, and that sticker's coming up. And then to be published in 2026, My Husband Wants to Keep Me Gay, My Husband Wants to Keep Me Sated, Isekai Detective, Daughter of Blood Gold, Capture the Intrepid, and I'm Your Hero. Also, Kickstarter plans can go down here. If I start them in 2026, it might be 2027, but that'll go down here either way because I need to start planning. And then 2026 possibilities. I took this list down off of my pegboard that was right behind my computer screen because I had a feeling that it was just crushing me. So it's in here now. I can still look at it. It's just not going to be in my face all the time. So I have a list of all my projects that I am going to be working on or can work on and all that good stuff. So I'm His Hero is way up here. So I'm His Hero is way up here. A lot of the series is down here. Standalones are listed right here. The What Not to Do series is down here. My Wife Wants is right here. And then Daughter of Blood Gold series, the Dragon series is going to be right here. And then I've got another standalone popped up over here because that idea came to me the other day. Yay, new ideas. And then I have a list of YouTube content. So recurring is, of course, like the yearly goals, quarterly recap and goals, monthly recap and goals, planners and trackers, keeping you up to date on those, which will probably go into, like the yearly, quarterly, and monthly. And then about the book releases, because I do book release lives. And then here's a list of things to do. And then I also have things to do for like Substack and Instagram. My posts for Instagram are going to go kind of schedule-y a little bit. Mondays for motivation or inspiration. Tuesday is a Kona thing. Wednesday is a work in progress snap. Thursday is another Kona thing. Friday is like reminders of where to find me in my books kind of thing, kind of advertising me. So you can like opt out of the Friday ones if you want to. Saturday is going to be random and a breaking the block reminder, and Sunday is going to be self-care and reflections day, kind of reminding you and me both to do some self-care. Ko-fi schedule is going to look a little bit like that, and that is it. That is all I have so far. If you have any suggestions on further spreads that might help me keep track in 2026, feel free to leave down a comment below. Don't judge me by my art or by the stickers or by the lines, please. I know it's terrible. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of what the 2026 is going to look like. As always, take care of one another out there. Make sure to take care of yourself, most importantly. Be kind to one another. Keep writing. Keep editing. Keep formatting. Keep being creative. And I will see you next time.